how's it going? Squirrels MK here, and I am joined by Burridge and Awesome Guy, and we are playing Tunnel of Salem, and we may or may not be playing Two Truths, One Lie again. Woo!
Again. I love how she didn't let me say my name this time because I keep doing it in a really high-pitched random voice so no one knows what I'm saying.
He's like, Burridge! And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I thought you meant like Burridge.
No, I'm like,
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, let's just make sure everyone actually knows his name. And I said that really posh right then.
Everybody must know his name.
Everybody must know his name.
Jerkin my gherkin.
What? Player 12. Player 12.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's the best thing ever.
Oh dear.
I haven't thought of a second lie. A second lie. A lie. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, Ali and Muam. I don't know what they were trying to. I'm not sure what they were trying to portray.
How many rounds of Two Truths One Lie are we playing this game?
No, we each just have 3, and then that's it. We found little Jimmy dead in their home last night. He was killed by the mafia. Oh no. I sounded so unsympathetic then, didn't I? Look at that whisper. Tim is as cute as
Okay, I've got 2 truths. I need the lie now. I've changed it again.
Okay, well you have a think. I've got mine ready for when we're ready, and I'll pay attention to the game until that point.
Okay, I think I've got it now. Except I spelt that wrong. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm good now. I'm not sure how good it's gonna be though. So. Oh god, a lot of people died already. Oh no, not little Jimmy. Little Jimmy sounds more like a mafia name. It's like, hey, Tony, there's little Jimmy over there.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Big Tony.
Big
Little
Tony.
Jimmy.
Little
Big
Jimmy.
Boss. Little Jimmy want to speak with you, boss.
How's it going for Tony?
Little Jimmy want to speak to you, boss. Like the Tony. Tony, get over here, Tony.
Our establishment down the street ain't paying cut no more. Little Jimmy, sort him out.
Welsh Dick. Wow, these names are interesting.
So we got Donner Lord, Red Balls, Welsh Dick, and Jerkin McGurkin.
Yep.
Oh, and I protected the dead.
Why is
Actually,
everyone voting them up?
What? What's going on?
Well, for one, they misspelled Gherkin. That might be an issue.
Red Bulls is spelt wrong as well. It's got 3 L's. Red Bulls.
What is this?
What is this?
What is this Red Bulls you speak of?
Okay.
What is this? Oh!
Oh, are you okay?
Hello? Squirrels?
Yep, fine.
What just... What did you do? Oh no, Jerkin McGurkin!
Oh no!
Okay, guys, so as Jester, I picked the person to go after.
Oh, you're little Jimmy?
No, I'm
No,
Nomo.
they're Nomo, yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, it didn't get through, I can't tell you. I can't tell you what I was going to tell you, but let's just say I made a horrible person pick as...
No one was suspicious as all hell, I thought.
Yeah.
Reason of death is the
They
execution.
all thought I was an executioner. I was a Jester.
Wait, but if you're an executioner, why would they...
I was Jester.
Yeah, but why
I
would
was
they pick you for
acting like an executioner.
Because I thought
But at the
executioner was immune at night.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was killed by the jailer who I was
Oh,
jailed
right,
by.
I see. Okay, sorry, yeah.
But she
Because-
wasn't even executioner.
I wasn't. I was just trying to act like such an annoying person that they'd lynch me.
Even if you survived, your claim was right anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Joker McGurk was.
No, I was going after Alpha.
Are you going Alpha? What? We were talking so much about Joker McGurkin anyway.
I know, that was just completely random why everyone was going after Joker McGurking. But
What's Sloth saying? Alright, you miserable lot. I don't know, why am I talking?
Wombo really needs to check the log. They really need to check the log of what happened last night. There you go, Alpha's the bloody jailer. So the person that I chose to go after as a jester was the jailer. And so as soon as I was jailed, I was like, gosh darn it! I was like, there's no way in which I'm living to the night. And I was like, there was a transporter! I was like, I was doing everything I could to just... And I was like, I'm not getting away with this. I mean... The thing is, if an Invest genuinely finds someone night one, there is nothing they can do about it because everyone automatically thinks it's an X. And so in my reverse psychology kind of way, I think that everyone should say stuff night one if they find it. And obviously they'll still be believed to be X, but yeah, it sucks. Because it makes the Invest useless. For at least 2 nights. Anyway, have you got your truths and lies now? Because I'm dead, so I can relax.
Yeah, I've got mine.
Okay, would you like to begin then?
Okay, I'll start. Let me just sort on the well. Okay. Once, for about 6 months, I was a member of the Air Cadets in my local town.
I believe it.
When I went to Disneyland, we went on the Tower of Terror ride and it temporarily broke or shut down, or I can't think of the word right now.
I believe it.
Or... when I was 6 years old, I almost died by falling over a waterfall.
Was it like in a pond or something?
It was an actual waterfall, like one where I would have been alive at the top and much less alive at the bottom.
And where was this waterfall?
It was in Spain somewhere. We were on a holiday, I think.
You were 6, so I will let you have that, I think. Now, do you remember this moment clearly, or have you been told the story by family members?
No, I remember this moment clearly.
And yet you can't remember where it was.
I remember it vividly as if it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So God knows where it was.
Just because I say I think, I mean, like, it was 6 years old. I know where I went on holiday. It's just not exactly where. I've been on holiday to Spain like 3 or 4 times in my life.
Okay. And how big was this waterfall compared to Niagara Falls?
Not Niagara Falls, but it was fairly rocky at the bottom.
Okay.
Amnesia.
Oh, that amnesiac. That cruel, evil person. Okay, and so the second one was not Air Cadets, it was another one. What was it? It was...
Second one was Air Cadets for 6 months. The third one was when I went to Disneyland. We were on the Tower of Terror ride and it broke down.
Why was it...
30 seconds.
Okay, my question then is, why were you only a member for 6 months? Why stop?
I lost interest after a while. They were busy doing arts and crafts things.
It's like, oh, I can't be bothered with this anymore.
Like, okay, now that we've like they do lessons like aviation and stuff, which was interesting. They do all their marches and stuff around the base, and it was like, okay, let's get back to work on the arts and crafts projects. It's like, no, I didn't come here for that.
You seem so bitter that I genuinely believe it.
Same here, to be honest. It's like, I hate these
It
people.
could be tactical bitterness, but who knows?
I know.
Well, yes.
No, the reason why I question you on the 6 months thing is they could have been doing it for like a year and a half and decided this. It's the 6 months, the time frame is what I'm questioning. Because I wholeheartedly believe you will have done Air Cadets. Or it might have been like an equivalent. It could have been like Scouts, but you've changed it to Air Cadets or something like that. I don't know. Okay, and then the first one was...
It was the waterfall near-death experience, Air Cadets 6 months, or Tower of Terror ride.
Okay, tell us about the Tower of Terror ride.
It's when we went to Disneyland Paris. I was really young then actually when we went to Disneyland Paris. I was about like 3 or 4 years old, and I went with a friend and their family. So both of our families went together, and we went with the Tower of Terror ride. And it got to the top floor. It wasn't so much of like a scary ride for me at the time, but it got to the top floor, and it just kind of stopped there for a second, and the lights started flickering a little bit. So I did get a bit scared then. Like, I certainly didn't expect that to be happening. Some of the adults were like gasping, but then eventually it turned back on. started progressing as normal.
And you were
I
worried
really-
that the floor would drop out underneath you.
I was kind of worried that like the mechanics keeping the elevator suspended would like fail, and we would just start dropping like 12 stories or however tall the ride is. Yeah, it stopped for about 30 seconds, so they managed to get it going again. But it was suspended about 12 floors off the ground, which certainly didn't help.
Oh, I'm struggling. The bitterness about the Air Cadet one makes me think it might not be that one's probably true, or if it isn't true, then he's
It's
just
very good.
or he's manipulated a detail in it to make it so it's technically false, but actually it's okay. So I'm gonna believe that one. So then it's Waterfall or Tower of Terror. Now he's been very specific on the Tower of Terror one, but not so specific on the Waterfall. But he was apparently
Yeah.
6.
I was 6 when I nearly died in the waterfall, and I think it was 4 when I was at the Tower of Terror.
Huh.
Um,
Would they let kids on that sort of ride?
at 4 years old on the Tower of Terror. Like, I don't think my parents would have brought me around that at age 4. So I'm gonna go for, based on your description then, I'm gonna say the
Yeah.
Tower of
I'm
Terror
gonna
is
say
a
the Tower
lie.
of Terror as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah!
Yeah!
It was the age at the end there
Yeah,
that
it's
did
the
it.
age of the end. Yeah, I was going Waterfall until that point.
I don't know.
I might have confused things because I remember I went to Disneyland Paris at a really young age, but I also went to Disneyland Florida when I was about 10 or 11, and
okay.
that might have been when I went. I actually did go on the Tower of Terror, but that might have been at Disneyland Florida when I was about 10 or 11. But
Yeah.
the ride didn't break down when I went on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I was just a bit like, oh, which one's it gonna be? But sometimes you go so vague, but it's true, and then you do the lie
Yeah.
really in depth. Okay. Now, would it make sense is because I'm dead for me to go next? I think it probably would, so you guys can.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Okay, so my first one is I was the secretary of my university Harry Potter Society. Yeah. And my second one is that I have my local MP's mobile phone number. And my third one is that I have won an entire island's annual quiz.
Oh, she says she's into she's into quiz like things, so
I could believe that.
But an entire island.
Oh
She-
crap,
she-
I'm dead
she-
again.
Oh wait, no. Oh.
This happened to me last game as well. I was so busy listening to the conversation, I completely forgot I was playing a game.
Oh,
But
so
here's the
you've been
problem.
accused for days on end.
I was buggered by this one because there was a spy or someone, and someone in my bloody mafia pretended to whisper to me, but that ended up making me more suspicious.
Oh. Yeah, they are pretty onto you if it helps. You weren't going to get out of that one.
No, I wasn't, so I mean, whatever.
Right
Yeah.
now my role's useless as it is, and I don't think I can discern anything for the talent, so I guess I'll put some focus into this. She's gone for all sorts of things that are believable. She's into Harry Potter, she's into politics, and she's into quizzing.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So what would you like to know?
Okay, let's go in order. Tell us about your time as secretary of your Harry Potter council.
It wasn't a council, it was a society. Oh, I just passed my mic.
God, it's a society.
Yes, a society, not a
God.
council.
Right.
Was it like
Yeah.
Dumbledore's army?
No, oh, that would have been a really cool, like, kind of event thing that we could have known. So basically, you know, as a society, we, like, organised, like, wand making, and we made butterbeer, even though, obviously, Boris doesn't like butterbeer. And,
Even though I've never actually drunk it because that was the lie.
oh yeah, of course, yeah. Well, it's definitely a acquired taste, I'll tell you that much. And then we organised, like, a Horcrux hunt, so I had to, like, hide, like, loads of, like... We went to Poundland, and, like, they have glasses for a pound in Poundland. So we bought, like, Harry Potter glasses to resemble Harry Potter. And, like, we did a sorting ceremony at the beginning of the year. So, yeah, so I was responsible for, like, emails, that, like, getting everyone, like, aware and stuff like that as secretary, yeah.
Okay.
And that was your role as secretary, just organising the emails, nothing else?
Like,
Okay, I
basically
ran the
organising the whole
Facebook
thing, I
page.
guess.
I
Yeah.
contacted the chemistry department and organised with the outreach team a potions lesson. You know, I was a correspondency person.
So you were basically like a community manager sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
For this group of people.
Okay,
Yeah.
she went into so much detail there, I can probably believe it, but she would also be an expert liar on this topic. That's the issue.
Yes. Yeah. Huh.
What are
Okay.
the other two?
Okay, the
Having your MP's phone number, I wouldn't know much about that because I don't know your local MPs.
that's true. So when I was at university, I helped organise an event which I had my MP come up and speak at. and because it's a good train journey. Obviously they work in London part of the time, so they came from London, from the House of Parliament up to my university, so it's a good 4 hour. I don't actually know how long. I'm gonna say 3 hour train journey, and then just to make sure he had someone to contact when he got there. And because I'd invited him, I had a different role in the society club thing, and so but because I was my guest person, I was the one that like connected him from the station and stuff like that, and so I had his phone number, and so as a result I still have the personal phone number of my local MP, and so it's in my phone, and I could just prank call him if I wanted to. I'm not going to, obviously, he's awesome, but yeah, no, so I have his phone number in my phone.
Okay,
If that's true, I almost want her to prank call him live.
prank call him now, prove it.
Or not.
Hang on, so let's go over this. What event was he invited to that you had to be the one to invite him, and you had to be the one to save their phone number?
Okay, well, I was another exec on the society, so it was a debating society, and obviously we did massive debates on Friday night. So I was another executive member. I don't want to say which one, yeah, and so obviously when the president's organising events, it's quite hard to actually get speakers and get people to come up, and so because my local MP, I knew him to be one of the forefront MPs, etc. on the topic. I was like, okay, well, actually, I've got a suggestion. And they always ask, around if anyone's got any ideas or any contacts, and I did. And so he was like, oh, because you know him, because I did debating competitions run by him and our other city MP. And so I invited him, and he came up and he spoke. So that's how I came to be the one to invite him, because personal contacts are often quite useful in these things.
Right. And then what was the third one?
The third one is I've won an entire island's annual quiz.
An entire which island?
It's one of the Channel Islands.
One of the Channel Islands.
There are
Does it have a specific name?
Yes, it's called Alderney.
Alderney. Huh. You won the entire island.
The entire
quiz.
island's quiz, yes.
Does that mean there was one quiz representing the entire island, or?
Yes, there was the annual quiz that the island had. So, the official island quiz, as it were, as part of their their week. So, they had a big celebration-y week, where they had loads of different events happening. And this was the this is the week quiz, this is the Alderney week quiz. And so yeah, we won the quiz. And it was because of me that we won as well.
What?
Because I was pretty much useless for it because I was a bit younger. But there was one question which I knew the answer to, and that was that Steve Coogan played Phileas Fogg in the film version of Around the World in 80 Days, and if I hadn't have told that, then we'd have come second.
Is there any prize for the quiz?
Yeah.
A medal.
A medal. Have a medal. What was the quiz about? Was it? You may have already said this. I'm sorry, but was it what?
Around the World in 80 Days.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Hence why I knew the film version. It was one of my favourite films when I was younger, so I knew the answer to the question. But that was the theme for the week.
For me, it's between the last two.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the island one personally.
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know if she was seemed to be hesitant on some of the information, but I don't know if it was purposely hesitant. I'm gonna go for the island one as well, but it's something in the back of my mind.
Unless you go with the second one, if that's the other one, and if either one of us can win, then
yeah, that way one person wins.
It's why would you have a local MP's phone number? I'm gonna go for the island one.
Final answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
CMP one,
my lie was that I was the secretary of a Harry Potter society.
There you go.
Because guys, I was the president of a Harry Potter society.
We're going on technicalities, are we?
No, because I kind of lied about some of the things that I did. So, the secretary did the things that I said I did. I organised the Horcrux hunt. I organised the sorting. I was the one that was responsible for contacting the Students' Union. I did all that stuff. I didn't act as secretary. I didn't do secretarial stuff. I was the president, not the secretary.
Of course.
I do have my local MP's mobile phone number in my phone, and I have won an entire island's quiz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay then. That's going to be hard to top. Well, I have some.
Okay.
are slightly different from the others. So, in no particular order, I am a quarter Welsh. So, that's the first one. I once owned a pet snake. And I once threw a toy car at my nephew's head when we were younger. And, yeah, that's the three. Bear in mind that my sister, I'm the youngest of my siblings, just to put that into context.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're both about the same age.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just go over them again. Just once
He's a
more.
quarter
Right, so-
Welsh, apparently. Tell us
Yep.
what side of your family does that come from?
My dad's side of the family. Particularly my dad's side of the family.
And where in Wales do you come from?
I don't come from Wales. I
Well,
was
that-
born
your
in-
relatives.
Where's your granddad come from then?
I don't actually know where they come from. I just know that that's part of the heritage of,
So
like,
are you,
that side of the
are you
family.
proud Welsh? Like,
No.
no, so it's just a random...
I just, it's literally, like, that's literally just a fact that I know about my family, or that side of the family, is
Okay.
that I'm a quarter Welsh due to that, basically.
Oh, speaking of which, just to be relevant, Welsh Dick, the serial killer, is the last going to be the last one alive.
I know, that's
you-
why I'm starting to... I've been questioning whether this one is actually... He came up with that one because of that person's name.
Yeah.
Like, that's been rattling through my head as soon as you said it.
I mean, I'm the last one alive. I'm Gelato. I'm going to die tonight because, well, A, I couldn't find many suspects because town weren't really that useful, and also I've been paying more attention to this.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me, and I just died.
I don't know how I survived, so I, like, literally didn't say anything. I
Rest
felt
in
like
peace.
shooting him. I felt like shooting him just to be sure. Okay, so we got quarter Welsh. The second one was like a
pet snake. He had a pet snake.
Pet snake. What
Yep.
was his name?
His name was Jerry.
And what type of snake
Jerry.
was he?
He was a cobra.
Had. Okay. What kind of cobra?
Don't know. I was really young at the time, so when I say I owned it, I suppose technically my parents owned it, I suppose.
Right. You said had. How old was it when it died? Or moved on or adopted?
How old was it?
How old was the snake? Yeah.
Christ. About 5, I think.
And how old were you?
I must have been about 4 or 5 as well, I think, because we didn't own it from birth, so.
Okay. I'm not sure what I make of that one. I feel like you'd know the type of cobra of the snake you had. But at the same time, if
Yeah.
you were as young as you say you are, I'd also believe that you wouldn't know. Okay, and you threw a toy car at your nephew's head.
It sounds like a really mundane thing.
The thing is, we were in a huge argument, and as we did, because we were more like brothers, because we were at the same age, and we got into this argument, so I threw this little toy car I had in my hand at his head. He ended up having to go to A&E because I cracked his skull open with it. Sort of. Like, it wasn't like a huge injury, but it was still serious enough that he had to go to hospital.
Okay.
We were violent.
Okay, so I'm pretty confident that I believe the final one.
Yeah.
As for the snake, well, he doesn't know what type of cobra, but he was also apparently quite young. But that might have been a get-out clause for not knowing stuff. And then the quarter Welsh, well, he could give us jack all information on that one.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things potentially. But I kind of feel when someone has a strong heritage, they often know like their kind of like family background kind of thing. Like for him to be a quarter Welsh, it must have theoretically meant enough in his family for him to know where they're from. But at the same time, why on earth did he choose Welsh other than that person in the game's name
True.
Welsh?
I mean, to be honest, I'm of course Italian, although my grandparents went all over the place. It was like my great-grandparents who emigrated from Italy. Like, they were part of like that great emigration during like the 1920s.
But where were they
kind of
from in
era.
Italy?
I don't know that, actually.
Do you not know that?
No.
Okay.
I've not been able to look into it.
Okay. And I
But
suppose
then
that
again,
would make you...
Wales is a lot closer to here than Italy, and then the States, which is where they emigrated to.
Yeah.
I mean, Wales is right next door.
Oh, that makes it tough because you don't know either. So that would make it so actually he might not know. But then the pet. Oh, it's the same situation as last one, except I didn't have the slip out question. Pet snake or a quarter Welsh. I don't know.
He's given us jackal about basically both things.
Yeah. In that case, I am going to go for quarter Welsh as my final answer. What do you... Your turn.
Okay, well, were there any kind of special properties about your snake? Anything? Did you do? I don't know. Did you do anything funny or stupid that you remember?
Snake.
Some snakes are personable.
I mean, it slithered around.
What did it look like?
Yeah.
A cobra?
Wow. Like I was saying, what type of cobra? Cobras can be there can be several types, several colours of cobra.
I don't know. I was young. Literally, like, no information I could give you on that
I'm
other
going for the
than
snake. Snake's the final answer.
the snake is the correct answer.
Like I was, as soon as you were making those comments, then I was like, "It's a snake. He's trying to trick you off the snake." When they were saying them, and I was like,
Yeah,
"But I've already given my final answer."
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I have actually caught a Welsh, but unless I asked my dad, I probably wouldn't.
I'm
have a clue.
disappointed in you not knowing your heritage.
That was quite a bad one for me. Like, I really struggled to think of a proper lie then, so...
It's okay, it's okay. Well, anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed that game of Town of Salem where I died very early on, and, well, they lasted to the end, but I'm not sure how much they paid attention.
I didn't do
I didn't last to the end. That was the Godfather. I died.
Well, guys, make sure to leave a big, big like and to check out Burridge and El Awesome Guys channels, and that is it from me, so bye!
Bye.
Bye.